Abba-dabby dude! Hi there, this is Abba-dabby dude! And after a good night's sleep, welcome to part 2 of our Nairn road trip video. Just coming out of the hotel, this is the gardens in the hotel. And a short walk down through the gardens out onto the beach. And yeah, wow. You can see what a beautiful part of Scotland this is. Lovely hotel, lovely location, lovely views. So yeah, we decided to come down, have a bit of a walk along the beach and have a look at what there is to see prior to getting in the car and heading off to Brodie Castle. Well, as you might be able to tell from the sound behind me, apparently today is the Highland Games in Nairn, which is pretty cool because we didn't realise that at the time when we booked to come here. So we're going to go to the castle a little bit later today and just kind of enjoy today for a bit, or enjoy the games for a bit, should I say. Ideally we'd like to at least see one pipe band because that'll be a new experience for my wife. But as we were walking around, we just saw this in the car park and I thought, wow, how cool is that? It's a 1964 Alpine. Now, I can't remember off the top of my head. Alpine Sunbeam, there we go. I can remember the model name, it just escaped me for a moment there. But he's obviously done a lot of work to it. It's been lovingly restored and he's obviously had a new engine fitted. But yeah, if you're going to have an internal combustion engine, this is the one to do it with, definitely. Right, well, having walked around to the area where the Highland Games are going to be, we got caught up in the moment really, and it just kind of occurred to us that we happened to be here on the weekend of the Nairn Highland Games. So we've decided that we're going to skip the castle, because let's face it, the castle will always be there. Bit gutted because that's twice now I've wanted to go to that castle and twice I haven't made it. But it is a massive event. My wife's never seen Highland Games. I haven't been to the Highland Games for years. I mean, I was a kid when I went to the Highland Games last. So it seems like a shame to waste the opportunity. So instead of doing the castle, we've modified the plan and we're going to stay here and watch the games today instead. Starting off, there's a half marathon, which is just starting now. Go Camilla! And in case you're all wondering who the hell Camilla is, it's the lady that owns the hotel we stayed in last night. Hooray! Oh, somebody running with his dog. So there you go. That's the first part, the first thing to happen today. So they do a lap of the arena and then they go out and do the rest of the half marathon. And I presume they finish back here again. So yeah, there you go. And as I say, we're already on first name terms with somebody in the half marathon. How cool is that? Yeah, she's the lady who runs the hotel where we stayed last night. Lovely lady. As I say, when we do finally get back in the car, I'll give you a complete rundown on the hotel. It's an amazing hotel. It was a brilliant place to stay for the night. But yeah, there you go. First things happened, and I'll show you a bit more of what's going on later, including some of the Highland dancing and some of the big events like the Hammer and the Caber. But first of all, of course, we have the pipe band to open the games.
Nice to see the colour party, the British Legion behind the parade, and some of the local youth organisations, like the Scouts and maybe the Guides.
Okay, well that was the last pipe band there, which marks the opening of the games really. I hope that came across on camera just how spectacular that was. I actually get quite emotional when I see a pipe band like that. So anyway, on to the games now. Okay, this is the shot put.
100 metres underway. 2, 4, 6, 7 runners there, and they're going at a fair rate of knots. A cheer at the end there. They crossed the finishing line. Well done. And out to the short put. That was Harry Hancock from Bode of Garton. And that was Dale Walker from Perthshire there. The competitor must stay within the white lines and leave the circle in a controlled manner from behind. If at any point his foot goes over the white line or touches the stopboard, that is counted as a no-throw. And that was George Evans from Inverness. I have been asked, ladies and gentlemen, for people around the arena to be aware when the half marathon runners come in. They have to follow the track round. You'll see the flags in the centre of the arena. They will be unattached. Athlete competing in the girls' high jump, Nisci Sharp. Please report to the high jump officials immediately. So here at the Highland Dancing platform, we have the girls' sword dance about to get underway. Piper this afternoon providing the music for the Highland dancers. The technical men who set it up could please report as soon as possible just to double check that all is well. So a call for someone to come and have a look at the Highland dancing platform. The competition is underway with a 28-pound weight for distance, and in the throwing circle, George Evans from Inverness. No throw there for George as the implement landed out with the sector. Number 37 there in the throwing cage, Harry Hancock.
I lost track of it.
Bike 100 million metres. John is originally from Inverness. He's an ex-serviceman and he's cycling for the charity, for the Sergius charity, ex-serviceman. Otherwise known as Jamie Whoa!
I don't know
if he's first place, Jones first there. District Amateur Athletic Club, second
Jeez.
been won.
Whoa!
So that was a good tour there for John McLeod.
Wow, what a fun day that was. Completely unplanned, and once again I have failed to get to Brodie Castle, so expect another road trip. But it would have been a shame to go to the castle and turn down the opportunity to go and see the Highland Games. Thoroughly enjoyed it, really good fun, and there were a few events that I didn't catch on video, so there was more than the stuff that you've seen. But yeah, it was just really good fun. It was nice to actually know someone in the half marathon. The woman who runs the hotel, who is a complete nutter in a lovely way. So we have a funny feeling we're going to end up going back there. She seems to have loads of people that go back on a yearly basis. And I suspect we might end up being one of those, or two of those. But yeah, so many stories, such an interesting place as well. The hotel's fabulous, really old building. I think it was built in about 1810 or something like that kind of era anyway. They've got there's so many things. There's a Van Gogh or a Van Gogh, depending on how you want to pronounce it, on the wall. It's not actually a real Van Gogh, but it was painted by a guy who's now in jail for selling forged paintings through Sotheby's, and they've got one of his paintings on their wall. How random is that, and how cool is that? Oh, so many stories. They bought the hotel. Apparently they came up to buy a chair from Gumtree and ended up buying the hotel. So many stories. She does triathlons, Ironman. She did the half marathon today, which is amazing because she was absolutely hammered last night when we got to the hotel. And just really nice, entertaining woman with so many stories. That was thoroughly enjoyable.
She also stayed with an author.
Oh yeah, she's a great friend of Paulo Coelho, the author who writes those kind of motivational books. The Alchemist, I think, is his most famous one. Became good friends with him. He reached out to her after she started blogging like 10, 11 years ago, something like that. And she ended up going to stay with him for quite a while, I think, at least a year, I can't remember, but and now they've stayed friends. They meet up once a year. Just fascinating woman, and just really nice, allowed us to leave the car parked there all day so we could go and enjoy the games. Just lovely. Oh yeah, the story about her Porsche. She's got a 911 Carrera convertible that was paid for by the American Marines, apparently. They had a whole squad of about 10 of them, I think, that they put up at full corporate rate for 3 weeks in a hotel and paid for a Porsche. Not bad. So many stories. I could talk for hours about just one night in that hotel. So if you're going into this area, I can highly recommend the Inverness and Nairn Hotel. It's brilliant, absolutely awesome. And the Honesty Bar, the whole hotel is beautiful inside and outside. They run an Honesty Bar, so you just go into the bar and help yourself and just take a little list next to your room. Well, they don't have room numbers, they have room names. But you just check off a little list next to your room of what you've drunk, and they add it to your bill the next day. Awesome, just stuff like that. Really nice. So yes, we have left from there. We had 56% when we set off. So well ahead of, where I was even expecting to be at that point. We haven't gone to Brodie Castle, so that saved us a bit of power. So we're now on our way to the hospital, Rigmore Hospital at Inverness, where we've got one of the new style E-Volt Rapides that should work flawlessly with the I-Pace. I'm kind of banking on it working flawlessly with the I-Pace. And we'll go there, we'll charge up to 90%, which shouldn't take that long because we're only going to be, how far have we got to get there? Sorry, 24 miles, so we'll still be at around 40% by the time we get there, so we're only adding about 41 kilowatt hours, so yeah, okay, might be still a fairly longish charge, but anyway, not as bad as it could have been if we'd been getting there with 20-25%. So we'll go there, we'll charge up, and then we'll head straight to Loch Ness to the hotel we're staying at tonight, the Clansman Hotel, where we've already booked dinner as well. And yeah, it should be good fun. I have corrected yesterday's mistake, so there will be dash cam footage of today's drive, albeit it's a fairly short drive, but at least I will have it on dash cam. You'll be pleased to know. Well, you already know that because you're looking at it. But yes, I have developed a little system to hopefully not make that same mistake again. Anyway, I guess I will talk to you when we get to the charging station at Inverness. In the meantime, enjoy the drive. Okay, here we are at the usual Evo new style Rapide. We had to wait a bit for Nissan Leaf to finish charging, which is no big deal. He was only about 5-10 minutes. But there we go. We'll swipe the card, select CCS. Oh, I can't really show you me plugging it in because we're in a very tight space there, but trust me, the car's plugged in, and there goes the start button. So now I'll keep an eye on the car for you, but we're looking for the green light. Charger's gone blue, and the car's gone green. Now just waiting for the screen to say it's all good. And there we go. As you can see, we only got down to 48%, in fact, not the 40 I was expecting. So we're looking to add about 40%, just over 42%, which shouldn't take all that long. I know it says 1 hour 37, but it will have to ramp up a bit first, and that's to 100, which we're not going to. So I'm expecting the charging stop to be somewhere around about 40 minutes, I would guess, which sets us up nicely for tomorrow. But there you go, that's how easy charging can be with Charge Place Scotland when you can find these style of chargers. Okay, we're going to go and watch some TV in the car, and then we'll get going to Loch Ness. Well, that was a simple, straightforward charging stop, as they should all be, but they're not. So yeah, it was the hospital. Did have to wait a few minutes for a guy in his Leaf to finish charging. Oh, sorry for the bright sunlight. Not something I'll have to say to you very often in Scotland. So yeah, we had to wait a few minutes for that Nissan Leaf to finish his charge, which he did fairly quickly. He said he'd be 10-15 minutes, but I reckon he was only about 5 probably. Anyway, we waited, and then we plugged in, and well, the plan was to get to 90%, but we were watching a program on the laptop, and we wanted to watch it to the end, so we ended up at 92% just through our own addiction to television. So yeah, we're up at 92%, which was ideal. Now, according to that, oh yeah, fair point, guy, it's a 60 limit. According to that, Better Route Planner plan, that's plenty. That's more than enough. I'll talk more about that tomorrow because it's all about the next leg of the journey. But basically, 90% is enough according to a better route planner. So I reckon it's more than enough because it's so pessimistic. So yeah, we're off now to the Clansman Hotel, which is right on the shores of Loch Ness. As I mentioned in the first episode, it's the place we stayed when we came to Loch Ness. The very first time I brought my wife to Scotland. So we're staying there again tonight. It's beautiful scenery, obviously, it's Loch Ness. I'm sure we'll catch the monster for you, so I'm sure I'll have some footage of Nisci for you to enjoy. But if she's shy, then you'll just have to forgive me. And yeah, that's it. We'll head on to the hotel now. It's only 6 miles from here to the hotel, so we'll be there fairly soon, 5-10 minutes. We're gonna have dinner at the hotel, which we've already booked, and yeah, I'll chat to you once we get there. I'll hopefully be able to show you some scenery around the hotel, sort of shores of Loch Ness area, and you'll get to see what there is to see around there. So yeah, I will talk to you. Ooh, something nasty's going on up ahead. The road's blocked with police cars and all sorts. So yeah, probably a good time to knock this on the head, as I was planning to anyway, because we're going to be stuck in traffic for a bit now by the looks of it. I think it might be a bit more than 5-10 minutes before we get to the hotel. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll talk to you once we arrive at our dwelling for the night. See you later. We've arrived at our hotel, the Clansman, and they've given us a rather nice room. This is the view from our window. As you can see, the view is absolutely stunning. Just down at the bottom left there is the eyepiece. No, seriously, that is Loch Ness stretching out behind me. If I change it, you can also see a rainbow. I look very dark and dismal now, but really, how about that? You couldn't set that up if you wanted to. Loch Ness with a rainbow over the hills behind it. How cool is that? So yeah, we are checked in. Hotel is lovely as expected. There's a big wedding party here, but they've had the reception. I've all just got in a double-decker bus and disappeared somewhere to get drunk, presumably. So I guess the reception's not here, which is kind of nice actually, if I'm honest. But yeah, so can't complain about that. You can tell we're definitely in the north of Scotland because it is where are we? August?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is August and the heating's on. This radiator that I'm standing against is on. So there you go, north of Scotland. But yeah, spectacular. So I'm looking forward to dinner, settling down, having a nice night. And tomorrow I'll maybe try and take you around if there's anywhere to show you some scenery. But that's going to be it for today. So I will talk to you some point tomorrow. Abba-dabby dude!